Hello, best wishes to all of us. Introduce. My name is Situmorang and I'm 11th grade Social Science 1 and I will deliver an explanation text about coronavirus. Coronavirus. Coronavirus is a large family of the viruses that can attack humans and animals. COVID-19 itself is a new type of coronavirus that found in human in the Wuhan area, Hubei province, China in 2019. It started in a seafood market in China and is spreading across the world. Here is what we knew about the new coronavirus that's freaking out medical experts and governments. The Wuhan coronavirus is a mysterious strain and we know very little about it except that it's deadly, and it can be transmitted from human to human. Scientists are calling it novel coronavirus or nCoV to 2019, but the specific virus was traced back to the seafood market in the city of Wuhan, China, where a number of wildlife animals are sold illegally. One theory is that started in bats, then spread to snakes that possibly sold at the market and moved on to humans. China's authorities have since imposed a nationwide ban on wildlife trade in markets, supermarkets, restaurants, and e-commerce platforms. How does it spread? It spread by the coughing or sneezing, close personal contact such as touching or shaking hands. Touching an object or surface exposed to the virus, then touching your mouth or nose before washing your hand. But the biggest threat is the mobility of the people who have been infected. Initially, the majority of those infected were from Wuhan or have recently traveled to Wuhan, but in less than a week, cases have already been reported in at least 18 countries including South Korea, Japan, Singapore, France, Germany, Canada, and the US. Authorities in China and other countries are implementing measures to prevent its spread. China has locked down Wuhan and several neighboring cities, which is about 56 million people. But even if it does work, 5 million people left Wuhan before the lockdown. That's why many countries are screening travelers from China and have prepared quarantine measures at the airports. What are the symptoms? The symptoms are the virus causes coughing, breathing problems, and a fever. It can easily be misunderstood as the flu. In several cases, you can have pneumonia, several acute respiratory syndrome, and kidney failure, and it can even lead to death. If you are infected, it takes up to 14 days for the symptoms to show, but the virus can spread during the incubation period. The virus that causes COVID-19 spreads easily among people and more continues to be discovered over time about how it spreads. Data has shown that it spreads mainly from person to person among those in close contact within about 6 feet or 2 meters. The virus spreads by respiratory droplets released when someone with the virus coughs, sneezes, breathes, or signs and talks. These droplets can be inhaled or land in the mouth, eyes, nose, a person nearby. The global impact of coronavirus pandemic. The COVID-19 pandemic has led to a dramatic loss of human life worldwide and present an unpredicted challenge to public health, food system, and the world of work. The economic and social disruption caused by the pandemic is devastating. Tens of millions of people are at the risk of falling into extreme poverty, while the number is currently estimated at nearly 690 million, could increase by up to 132 million by the end of the year. Nearly half of the world's 3 billion global workforce are at risk of losing their livelihoods. For most during lockdown, no income, no food, or at the best, less food and less nutrition food. The death of COVID-19 logged at nearly 4,000 deaths during March in England and Wales, where corona was mentioned on the death certificate. And globally, as of 4:13 p.m. CIST, April 13, 20, and 21, there have been almost 137 million confirmed cases of COVID, including 3 million deaths reported to WHO as of 12 April 20 and 21. A total of 733 million vaccine doses have been administered. Thank you.